Have you ever wanted to know something? And I mean you really wanted to know this answer, but the answer is not there. And it's not there because it simply does not exist yet. Sometimes things need to process through, and that means it's going to take a little time. Of course, in the world we live in today, the new thing is, I want it now. I don't have time for later. Don't you know who I am? I am a very important person. Everything revolves around me. Who's going to take care of me except myself? So in my own experience, I have a major shift going on, possibly where I will live and work. And my mind is like, oh my God, knew this, knew that. Or it goes to, I don't want anything to change. And yet the universe is stirring that energy in my life right now. In another video, I talked about the concept of, is this a problem or a possibility? And my mind can't see the possibility, and it seems to want to get those magic answers that are not available. Why do we stay in the familiar or the known? And we have also talked about this in a previous video. And I would say for myself, it's fear. The illusion that there isn't enough for everyone and I have to guard what's mine. Or the illusion that life doesn't want me to be happy. Or there is some enemy outside instead of the enemy of my own thoughts about life in my mind. So I have been challenged to not assume that the future is going to be a train wreck and apply the third agreement, which is don't make assumptions. I'm sure many of you could relate when you have had to or chose to maybe move or change locations of a job. It can feel terrifying, and yet how many times did what we fear actually happen? How many times were our assumptions right? And I could say many or most times for myself they were way off. And so I sat in those assumptions for nothing. All they did was rob me of the now and also moving towards what I really love and seeing the possibilities. The assumption is a trap. The assumption can be escaped. Do you want to be free? And in the end, what if it all turns out better than what I assumed? A possibility for expansion, not a problem, and escaping a small world to cling on to, because that's familiar.